2013 Ford Escape. What you will notice with your first view is a very kinetic design, a design that looks as if it's in motion. It has athletic stance and muscular sides, while it still has a flowing design from the front to the back. You'll see in the front the trapezoidal front grille, which is a signature for Ford, and you'll also see that it has the capacity for active grille shutters. As you start to move around the sides of the vehicle, the details are always in the lines. You'll find that this particular model of the three, this is a titanium with a 2-liter engine in it. We have three models, S, SE, and titanium. We also have three engines, 2.5-liter base, a 1.6-liter EcoBoost, and the 2-liter EcoBoost engine, which you see mated with this vehicle. As you look inside, what you'll see are quality touch points, nice soft side interiors and a front dash. You also see a center stack that is full of technology, including Sync and My Ford Touch. The seats are very comfortable and cockpit focused. They also have green technology, including soy foam seats. The carpets in the floors represent 25 20-ounce bottles for the plastic, which is renewable on the back sides. And also you'll see significant storage space. On the sides of the seats you'll find cup holders that allow for easy access, as well as a place to put a small umbrella. Moving into the rear of the vehicle, lots of headroom and as well storage. We have flat folding seats that come down, and to make it a full flat fold, I'll just demonstrate that the headrests come down automatically, which makes it really easy to fold it flat. We also have some surprises and delights. You have a 110-volt power point in the back, as well as your regular 12-volt cigarette lighter in the front. And one surprise and delight that most people do not know about, behind the passenger seat in the second row is a secret storage space, which allows for you to place your iPad or your small wallet into that space and not have to worry about anybody getting into the car or looking in for it. Okay, and now as we get ready to demonstrate the rear lift gate hands-free, what you'll notice is all you have to do is have the key fob along with you in your presence and be in proximity to the rear lift gate. You will do a kicking motion under the center of the rear bumper, and the lift gate will raise. Of course, if you have your hands full of groceries or packages, you can then put everything into the rear cargo area, which is nice and spacious. You then take that same motion that you use to open it, will close the rear bumper, and you step back.
Sometimes I have to do it twice?
No, you should just do it one time. Go ahead. There you go. And it comes down. It reads off of two spaces. The sensor reads off of two spaces. It reads your shin and your foot. So it has to be a continuous motion, and it'll always do the same activity.
No pause.
No pausing, no side steps.
And always watch your head.
And watch your head when the bumper comes down, exactly.
Because there is like a second of hesitation.
It will pause, and it does beep and chime, so you just have to be listening for it.
Alright, we are ready to drive, and
you start by putting your foot on the brake and pressing the push button start. Very good. Now you're going to come up with your camera. You're going to pull up. You're going to see that the display lights up. You'll have 4 quadrants. Their 4 quadrants are phone, navigation, climate, and entertainment.
We'll talk a little bit about those functions as we do our drive. But for now, we're going to go ahead and pull out. And you'll make a right turn.
Very responsive.
Very responsive, yes sir.
Just like the feather foot will activate it.
Absolutely. And this is a 2-liter EcoBoost engine with 240 horsepower and 270 foot-pounds of torque. And we're going to watch the pedestrian, make sure we don't run anyone over. And we'll make a right turn on cementation.
Very good acceleration. It's impressive from the first second you start to drive it. You cannot help but be impressed with this car.
Absolutely. We are going to pass through some of the traffic lights. You'll stay in the lane that you're in. Now, as you go around the curve here, I want you to kind of give it a little yaw back and forth, and you'll feel some of the good solid stance of that athletic stance we talked about.
Yeah, I can feel the stability. It gives you the sense of security while you have this feedback from your driving wheel.
Yes. We're going to move over one lane to your right. And after this traffic light, we are coming up to a hill in which we're going to demonstrate the hill ascent and descent. I want you to get up on that hill if you can and stop with the parking brake, and then take your foot off. And what you're going to find is there will be no rollback from the vehicle for about 3 seconds, which gives you more than ample time to take your foot from the brake to the accelerator.
Shall I take my foot off?
Yes.
That's exactly, my foot is off and we are on a uphill. It's about 4 or 5% incline, and the car is not rolling at all. So many times people are forgetful, they let go of the parking brake with the car behind, and we have a small fender bender.
Exactly. And this will hold a higher grade as well. This of course is the hill ascent, which will pause the vehicle, and we'll also demonstrate the hill descent coming up here shortly. While we have the light, I'm going to touch your navigation side, and of course, as you can see, it pulls up a map. That's all part of your sync and navigation package with My Ford Touch. I'm going to stay in this lane. After this street, there will be a traffic light, and we're going to make a right turn. Once you make that right turn, I'm going to ask you to come to a complete stop so that we can demonstrate the next phase of Okay, and we're going to stop on this driveway. Again, you're on an incline, and
The driveway?
Just stop.
Okay.
Okay. Push brake. You can take your foot off.
Alright.
Hill ascent again does not move. Punch it and give it a little bit of, so you can really feel the torque.
Oh yes. This is amazing.
Really gun it up the hill. You can feel now.
Oh,
the
yes.
vehicle is it digs down and almost wants to squat.
And this is about 8% uphill.
Okay. Now at the top of this hill, I want you to keep your speed, but take your foot off the accelerator.
Okay.
You're going to feel hill descent as it kind of keeps the vehicle. It'll speed up a little bit, but it will keep it within a common grade of around 40.
Yes. And
Now you can feel
yes.
the transmission start to kick in.
Exactly.
To slow you up a little bit.
It's all very controlled.
There you go. That's hill descent. Stop sign here. to a little bit of a curve, and then there'll be a stop sign. It's probably a 20-mile-an-hour curve. Go ahead and take it in a little bit faster than that, just to again feel that comfort. So as you can see, very little body roll. It moves into the corner.
Well, normally you would expect a tilt with the acceleration on the curve. I felt absolutely nothing.
We're going to go up. There will be a traffic light coming up. We're going to take that corner a little bit aggressively, and this is a four-wheel drive vehicle, so you're going to feel a few things. You're going to feel the all-wheel drive action. You're going to feel some torque vectoring where it shifts the power between the wheels that have the more contact, and you're also going to feel some of the braking on the wheels that are losing. Yes, sir. You're going to take this corner. Turn right.
Oh yes.
Get back to this right lane. We're going to make a right turn up the hill. So again, all of those things happen in the blink of an eye. It's about 20 different functions that happen with the dynamic of the car. They're happening within the blink of an eye, so it's hard to isolate any particular one. But you can kind of feel the differences of them.
Actually, instinct always tells me to use a brake, but it's going to take some getting to know the vehicle to say that with the rest of the cars you have to use the brake, and with this you can take it to the next level.
Absolutely. It's going to do a host of those functions for you. Okay, so we're coming on the back side of our route. We're going to ease over here to the right lane, and not at this light, the next light we're going to make a right turn back on this rotation. Driving, we're going to change the climate in here. We're going to pretend that it's a little bit too cold. As we talked about on the steering wheel, you've got your hand paddles in which you will hit the voice activation, and you're going to say climate, and then at the second chime you're going to say change temp. Go ahead and hit the paddle.
Okay.
Flip forward. There you go.
Please say a command.
Climate.
Climate. Say a command.
Change temps.
What temperature?
75.
Did you say 75 degrees?
Yes.
Setting temperature to 75 degrees.
And as it states, it now has changed from 72 degrees to 75 degrees. You can see that in the display. I'm going to ask you to slow down and stay in the left lane. I'm going to look for a place where we can show active park assist. I have to look and find us a candidate. Slow down, right here. I'm going to make a left right here. I see a perfect candidate. As you pull up to the back of this vehicle, so of course, Carrera, excuse me, we're going to pull up to the back of the vehicle on the side. No, we're going to pull up alongside of it.
Okay.
We're going to press the auto park assist button right here, and as you can see, it's starting to search for a parking space. You're going to pull forward and follow the instructions. Active park assist is now engaged. Ease forward. It's reading for a parking space, and the screen's going to tell you it's found a park. Pull forward slightly, stop. Now it's going to tell you to take your hands from the steering wheel and put it in reverse. Shift into reverse, And you're only going to control the gas. Do not touch the steering wheel, sir.
Okay.
You're going to control the gas and the brake. So just a little bit of gas. Hold on. You're in neutral. All right. We're in, and as you can see, your camera shows up. The steering wheel starts to turn
And
on
hands
its
are
own.
here.
And you're going to a little bit more gas. And now the steering wheel is going to spin back around. Okay, you're going to stop, and see it says stop. Now you're going to put it in drive. It's spinning the wheel,
And hands are here.
and it pulls you forward, and it says it's now finished. You'll shift it into park, and you've now completely parked.
And hands were here
And
without
your
touching
hands were free.
without touching the wheel.
And I will open the door slightly because I'm right here on the curb, but as you can see, there's not much more of 6 inches. This spot actually has a sign on it, but as you
Well,
can tell,
let me go around and see how much space we have, and so see how much precision we got.
there you go.
See, the problem is on the TV ads, they talk about it, but I have never seen this happening in the real life. Now I know.
And it probably would be better if we didn't have this sign beside us. I think that would give you a better approach to the curb. This was just one of the open spaces I saw.
But for the sake of estimating the distance between the curb and the front vehicle, it's even better because it's very precise
and it did leave room
distance.
for me to get out. So.
Exactly.
Okay, so from here we're going to demonstrate one of the other sync features, like we just changed the climate. We're going to punch in navigation, and I'll show you one of the interesting ones that people tend to come up. So we're going to pull the paddle, you'll hear the chime, you're going to say navigation. At the next chime, you're going to say I'm hungry, and it's going to pull up options for you.
Navigation.
Please say a command.
Navigation.
Navigation. Say a command.
I'm hungry.
And where would you like to search? Nearby or in a city?
Nearby.
Notice it's pulling up restaurant options for you, and it's going to give you a list.
Say a line number.
5.
When ready, press the voice button and then say, set as destination, or dial the number.
So now it's pausing, allowing you to say if you want to call the phone number. It shows the address of the restaurant, or you can set it as destination and it will plug in the route to the restaurant. So you would have to hit the paddle and say set as destination, and then it will give you the route.
This is great. Is this available on what trim model of this vehicle?
You can get the navigation on the SE and the Titanium, which is the model that we're in. So you'll ask for the navigation package. Actually, it is in the technology package.
Great. Well, it's difficult not to be impressed with this vehicle.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and head back. You can go ahead and put yourself into, I'm going to clear your screen for you.
Okay.
And you can shift into reverse, and notice on the screen in reverse, it gives you how your distance is. You've got green lines further back and red when you get closer to it. So it's reading the side with the radars, as we talked about before.
Okay.
And you see yourself getting closer. It fills in the squares. There's yellow.
And the signal intensifies?
It intensifies, it beeps faster. Now it's saying
No,
red.
no
really
more?
Close. Put it into drive and we'll pull off. And we are right here at 12, so we'll just keep straight and head right back to where we started. Talked a little bit about in the parking sequence about the features on the side. The radar actually jets out from the front and the back of the vehicle to give you those proximity readings, and they also help with the parking function. It gives distance and space, and you have them on the front and the back, and of course the side areas.
Well, I was not ready for that. That was great experience.
Absolutely. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Again, what I hope that you see is that you've got a host of technology right at your fingertips. You've got an interior that has a technological stack as well as the My Ford Touch and Sync functions. You also have some interesting opportunities in terms of some of the storage spaces, very well thought out. You've got your USB ports and your AV ports. You've got your power ports that we talked about, and even in this particular model you have seat warmers which you could dial up if you were a little bit cold. We talked about the green aspects of the vehicle, the soy foam, the 25 plastic bottles, 20-ounce plastic bottles that are woven into the carpet. Within the dash area behind the padding, you've got blue jeans that have been recycled to make that cotton padding. You've got soft touch surfaces along the fronts and sides, and then even in the door openings, it's nice room for your fingers. You don't have to worry about breaking your nails. Storage space all along, cup holders here in your center stack, of course on your side, and then in the back. So it has all of those creature comforts and well thought out processes. And then of course, as we talked earlier, on the steering wheel, you can raise and lower your radio right at your fingertips.
Let's check the sound on it.
So again, you really don't have to take your fingers off of the steering wheel.
Yeah, great presentation. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.